Detecting talk of the day, 7 November, 6:22 a.m. A little bit cool out here, boys and girls. There's women detect. Yeah, there's some good women detectors out there too. All right. I'm not a male chauvinist pig. You know, I had a lot of training in the Air Force, boys. Talking about discrimination, being prejudiced, you know, made me a better person. Anyway, all use of metal detectors. There's lots of different venues you can use a VLF metal detector. All should be equally respected, okay? The beach hunters, the hot dirt hunters, the low mineral dirt hunters, the high ironside hunters, the sports field hunters, the beach, the dry sand beach hunters, the freshwater beach. They're all, you know, they all deserve respect. All of those places can hold very nice finds. Okay? Sharpshooter's channel is about giving you information you should consider. Okay? You don't have to use it. Alright? A lot of what I show has some validation though. You know, it's just not hokey pokey bullshit, okay? Now, let's say you woke up this morning with this JS2. I'm going to show you this 11-inch call. I may show some of the 9-inch call. I don't know which. I'd say there's probably more 11-inch calls out there in the United States with this unit, but I could be wrong. The 9-inch calls were harder to get early on, so I don't know, okay? Well, you woke up this morning and you're going to go to a sports field. All right, let's just say you're going to an old sports field this morning. Would it pay for you to watch this video? It probably would. If you don't know what I'm going to show you, okay? Now there's soccer fields, baseball. Some of these sports fields in this country are sort of old, okay? Which means there could be gold rings, for example, that's been left laying in them for years, okay? And coins, and silver rings, etc., etc., okay? So I'm going to walk over here, show you what I've got here. Now, you can run some different programs on this JS2. This is version 2.0.0 I'm going to be showing. You can do this with some other, you know, with other versions with this detector. Okay? So you're going to the old sports field, you got your 11-inch call, and you're all hooked up. Alright? Now, I've saved 2 programs in this machine. One of them is called YYYY. You see it there? The other one is called ZZZZ. It's got a discrimination of 0. And they're both toggle to 5 tones, bone stock 5 tones. This one has a 3 to 40 notch. And I notched it to 40 because a lot of your fall on this machine can read 28 to 35, 36. Okay, most of your gold rings are going to come over that. And most of your coins will come over that. Now you could even notch this thing up in the 80s range if you didn't want to dig Zingans and all that clad. If you wanted to do that, you could, okay? Silencers at 2. Now I've got the YYY. All this is the sensitive program with the silencer changed to. I toggle to 5 tones. Factory notch is still in it. 23 and 24, you see that, 5 tones. 90 sensitivity, the speed in both of them is 2.5. Now we can change that, but let's just say that's what you're going to go to the sports field and run. You're not looking for ultra deep shit, okay? You're out there and you're wanting to get down, I don't know, this thing's fairly deep at 2.5 reactivity. So you see the program there, that's the... The YYY program is basically the sensitive program, okay? And the ZZZ is the bird dog. Well, here you come through that old site. You're out there on that sports field. Here you come. Now, you know there's maintenance crews on sports fields. The wind blows, everything. We don't know what's out there, do we, folks? There's zillions of possible combinations in the ground. And there's not a living soul that can tell us what they all are. Not even the old sharpshooter. So you're cruising around out there in that sports field and you come on that right there. Oh, wire and that little gold ring, huh? Well, who wouldn't want to dig a gold ring? Now this sports field's huge. Maybe you've only got 2 hours or an hour to detect. I don't know how long you're going to detect. Well, there's your sensitive program. Now, you're going to be in that sports field. You're probably not going to be babying this call, okay? You see that sweep right there? You see it? So you're walking along and you're cruising, okay? And you hear that. Here's the bird dog program. You hear that? Fast, sweet. Boom! I turn on this target. I start seeing that kind of ID. Yeah, you don't dig the one necessarily. You don't dig that. You turn on the target. Okay? You turn on the target. That's what this is all about. That's why it's called a bird dog. And bird dogs don't look like coon hounds, and they don't look like beagle hounds, and they don't look like basset hounds. But you hear that? So that's what you would hear in the wild on that. Okay? That could be fairly deep. That could be, I don't know, I've not done exact, you know, it could be 4 inches deep, 5 inches deep. Okay, 1 inch deep. Okay, and let me turn this camera off. All right, camera's back on. Now you could be out in that sports field. You could run up on that. Now remember, you know, if you take a small area with this detector, and you sweep the call and you grit it real good, well, what I'm showing here is sort of unimportant. But have you gritted the sports field? Have you ever even been there before? I mean, I don't know. Well, there's that go ring and there's that nail. Now, will this set up alert on every non-ferrous target placed beside that nail? The answer is no. I've never said it would. Never. But that go ring right there, there's my sensitive program, boys. How you like that? Oh yeah, we can turn on it. Wonder if that's not how you hit that go ring in that sports field. Wonder if you hit it with the old bird dog. Wonder if you're coming through there and you get that. And you know old sharpshooter said, oh, he says, oh, a target like that that reads like that, I might ought to take and pivot. Boom. Now, will the mono program on this machine, folks, in case you don't know, is tremendous performer. Will the mono program hit that go ring coming as such through a field? Will an AT Pro? Will an F75? The answer is no. No. So what I'm saying, there's some odds that could be in a sports field. It could be. It could have been swept over by a zillion people before, and they just never, for whatever reason, will an AT Pro hit it from here? F75? Most certainly. Even this machine in mono program will hit this from over here. Okay? Now that's a go ring. That could be a $2,000 goal. You want sharpshooter to go buy a $2,500 ring and show you all? You reckon I can afford one? Huh. So yeah, you want to go out in a sports field and you want to make every call sweep work for you. Okay? And remember, if there's been people already out there, well, they may have swept their AT Pro over that right there, or the Deus 1, or the F75, or an Equinox. Oh, yeah, you can be there's a lot of good. Equinox is a real good machine. What about if I come over that with an Equinox in Park 1 or Park 2? What do you think they're going to get? Nothing. Iron tone. You know, I can say this too, by the way. Every time a VLF metal detector sounds off, every single time, or if it gives iron tone, there could be a non-ferrous target down there. And you could dig it incidentally. People have done that. You could dig a nail false with this detector or any other detector, and you dug a non-ferrous target, and you think you heard the non-ferrous target when in fact you never did. Some people have figured this out, some people haven't. Sometimes you never know. But it can happen. Let me turn this camera off. Alright, camera back on. Look at that, what we got, boys. You see that? Could that exist in the wild at a sports field? Why, sure it could. That gold ring was 2 inches deep. It could lay there for eons. Okay? Eons. Why is that? Well, here's sensitive program. You hear that? That's, you know, you're sweeping pretty fast. You're not creeping the call. I can creep the call. That could lay there for eons in a sports field, couldn't it? What about sharpshooter's bird dog? You hear that? Now, one thing about this target, it locks up on one all directions. That's a little unusual, ain't it? Can some iron scenarios do this? Yes. Yes. But let's face it, gold rings, you know, I mean, there's odds on where they're going to be. Okay? That could be on a dry sand beach somewhere, too. Fresh water. I don't have any bigger steel leader. I've looked in my barn, I don't have any. I would have showed some of it. I don't know what its effects are. Steel leader could be on beaches. Alright? So dry sand, you could be running this machine. You hear that? Now, you're locked up on one. Well, it ain't hard to dig in sand, is it? Could you dig that in a sports field? Would you want to dig that? Well, that's going to be up to you. That's going to be up to you. But here's the sensitive program on this again. You see what you got in that meter. You really ain't got nothing, okay? No ID. Alright, let me turn this camera off. Alright, boy, here's you another little scenario there. You see that old junker ass chain there? Look at there. Look at that gold ring laying there. You see that? Okay, we're in a sensitive program here. How you like that, boys? You coming through that old sports field, 2 or 3 inches deep. There's that old gold ring there, that old junker ferrous chain. How you like that? You like it? Well, I wouldn't want to miss that gold ring. I'm over here now in the old bird dog. Uh-oh, look at there. We've got alert. Oh, I got a 1 in the meter. Turn. Huh, how about that? Will mono program hit that gold ring from this direction on this machine? No. Won't do it. If I go in the house and get that manicord, will it hit that gold ring running traditional settings coming from this way with 11-inch call? I doubt it. You see what I mean? When you're using this, you're hunting, you can hunt behind people. Does it have any practical application? Oh, I'm in a sports field, boys. You know what the old sharpshooter's going to be? I wouldn't even run this machine conventionally in a sports field. Wouldn't even run it conventionally. Because I would want to make my coal sweeps count, boys. I don't want to be sweeping down shit like that right there in sensitive program and hear an iron tone and progressing. And then, oh, here comes the next day is 2 men in like so, and he gets it. And then it's like, oh shit, I missed out, didn't I? All right, boys, look at there. See that old gold ring there? There's a little horseshoe-shaped wire. Okay, I'm in the sensitive program now. Okay? So I just came through that, I just come by that gold ring like so, okay? I get detection there. I get detection there, okay? Now I'm in the bird dog setup. So I've got detection there. I've got alert over here though. I've got something over here telling me, uh-oh, let's investigate this right here. But over here, sensitive program, non-bird dog, I don't have shit telling me to investigate, do I? Don't have shit. I'm still walking. You see how this works? Yeah. If you turn on these targets and you start hearing a good tone and see the ID jump up, what might that tell you? That's why I called it the bird dog. It alerts you like, wait a minute. Stop, pivot. How long does that take? Not long, does it? Look how short that piece of wire is there, boys. Short, ain't it? Well, there's bird dog. You hear that? See that meter? You're in that old sports field and you hung on that right there. You rotate on that and you see that 51 in that meter, what might you do? Okay, now you're in a sensitive program set up basically the same way, except you're running 6.8 discs with the same notch. What would you do on that? You can't hear shit on that. You're still walking. And here comes an AT Pro from this angle right here, an hour later. Boom! How about that? Yeah, Sharpshooter's channel, it's full of shit, all right. I have showed more with this machine on my channel than probably anybody in the world. All right? That's a fact. I've not seen another YouTube channel show everything I've showed with this machine. I've looked at this machine. But the funny thing is, nobody ever really thought about looking at the idea of this machine on situations like that to say, wait a minute, that thing keeps going to a 1 or a 2. Well, it has some application. I don't need to know electrically what's going inside this damn detector. You know, how about if we do it like this? A plus B equals C. Okay? A plus B equals C. You know, there's a lot of good detectors out there. You don't need an engineering degree to be a good detectorist. You basically, what you're basing it off of is what you see for the detector's tendency. Okay? Well, there's no A there. There is a B. But there's no C. You see what I'm saying? A plus B don't equal C there, folks. We got an A right there. We got a B right there, which means we got a C, don't we? Dig. You see how that works? I don't need to know electrically what's going on inside this detector. I know this machine can be swept over gold rings, nickels, and other non-ferrous objects and alert a 1 or a 2 in the meter. And I can turn on some of those targets and I might get something like that. Okay. And I also know I can be running this machine in sensitive program, silencer too, and sweep over something like that and not hear a damn thing but iron tone. Who in the world turns on every iron tone they get with this machine? Who? Sharpshooter don't. Sharpshooter don't turn on every iron tone he gets with a damn DS2 in the wild. I don't think there's a lot of other people out there do too. Okay. Don't think so. But in that situation right there, you don't have to turn on the iron tone, do you? So yeah, it has some practical application, okay? Anybody running this machine in a sports field, it might behoove you to watch what those sharpshooters tell you. Freshwater beaches? Well, sure, there's benefits that can be had. Remember, you're turning on the target. If you go to a site and you're getting a damn shitload of 1s and 2s in this meter, then turn the damn thing off and go back to regular programming. How many 1s and 2s you going to get in a damn sports field? Okay, a bobby pin may give a 1, but you're going to rotate. You're going to rotate. How strong is that 1 signal going to be? You notice how strong this signal is here? When I go over here to this bird dog, you know, that's pretty strong. Okay. So anyway, that's going to conclude the video today. You know, old Sharpshooter keeps his folks informed. I try to help people. That's what this was all about. Helping people. A lot of people evidently didn't know the tendency of this behavior of this detector, did they? They didn't know. At the very least, Sharpshooter has exposed that, hadn't he? I hope everybody has a nice day.